Hi, it is Monday, August something or other, when I'm recording this, and I do watch our content a little bit from time to time, provided it's not me, because I really don't want to look at myself or hear myself talk. In fact, looking at this right now is uncomfortable to me. That I digress. I did listen to one Brian Dressel talk about how he's disillusioned with the video game industry and the sameness of the high-profile, big-budget games, and I agree with him. I have a tendency to drop off that stuff because, number one, at my age, time's a premium, so I need to choose smaller, bite-sized experiences if I want to fit something useful in. Secondly, a lot of those games are samey. He was talking about the nearest Far Cry, and it's been a while since that came out, but it sounds like it's same song, different verse, and so I appreciate that. But I'm not here to talk about that today. Today I'm here to talk about your forever games. So the idea comes across to me as a game that you love or a series you adore that you're gonna keep coming back to time and time again. In a pinch, all else things failing, you can at least jump to that good old standby and you're gonna have a good time, you're gonna feel satisfied, and just the warm and fuzzies. It's the comfort food of video games. For a while, I thought something like Rocket League was that. I put hundreds of hours into that, shamefully. No regrets. Street Fighter is definitely a big one for me. I'm a big fighting game fanatic. I find myself gravitating to that series time and time again, even for something like Street Fighter V, which was kind of middling and lacking in features. But today, I want to introduce you to Vampire Survivors. So Vampire Survivors is from Ponto Games. A handful of years ago, they came out with this $5 experience. It is a top-down auto-scroller is not right, bullet hell game, but it's themed like it is straight out of Castlevania. All the characters look like they belong in that world. The enemies have that sort of pixelated look that's something akin to like a Super Nintendo game. And the whole point of the game is to survive however long the level lasts with your character. And the way you do so is fill up slots with weapon pickups. You do so by collecting experience gems. You use those to kill more enemies to get more experience gems. And it is a matter of survival. Survivors that you get through the finish line, and it starts off hard as hell, and a big part of that is that you start with a very limited set of characters, a small bit of accessories and weapons, and you're learning the ropes about things like being able to combine the right weapon and accessory with a stat boost that then evolves it into something greater, something more damaging, and then dealing with crowd control, because your screen is going to be littered with enemies, just absolutely littered. So until you get that stuff leveled up, you really are kind of scrimping and saving to survive those scenarios. This game is fantastic, especially with how much time you might put into it. Ponto Games does a great job of introducing new stuff, either free DLC or even some paid stuff that's 100% worth the price of entry. Because the $5 base price, a lot of game there. Most of the DLCs there that are costly, you're talking about $3. So it's like skip a day at Starbucks. Don't get that snack wrap from McDonald's. Get that Operation Guns DLC that's all Contra characters. Get the Ode to Castlevania, which strangely, funny enough, it's like pulling this thing from the source material into this homage to really funny results. And then they're great at doing little winks and nods too. So Castlevania, you've got Alucard, who is the mainstay from Symphony of the Night, and all of his abilities lend and borrow from what Symphony of the Night is, and it's awesome. They had a free update that was just Among Us, and it's the kind of quirky, weird stuff that you want to see in these kind of games that keep giving its longevity, and it's awesome. It really is. So that's my forever game. I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. I'd like to know what your forever game is. Leave those comments in the comment section. We can chat about it. I can see some suggestions you had, because I'd love to find a new one. And then I guess like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We'll do that. Like and subscribe. Later.